Alright, howdy ho, folks. We're back at it again with a new game this time. Let's turn that down a bit. That down a bit, and maybe that down a bit, too. Just a smidge, so I can actually hear myself talk and all that stuff. You can even mess with the damage taken, done, EXP. That's pretty interesting. Ah. That offers a lot of customization for a game. That's nice. But yeah, I think I mentioned this during the Bard's Tale Let's Play. And as I'm recording this, I finished recording the Bard's Tale. Just doing some last minute editing before I'm going to queue all those up. So figured this would be a fun next thing to do. Because, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to figure out how to get some DS recording done right now. Which a lot of the stuff I do want to record are DS games. And we'll see how that pans out. I'm wondering if I can just... Because I've got a hacked Wii U. I could load up an emulator on the Wii U and actually play it with the Wii U gamepad, and the gamepad would be a decent touchscreen. So there's a lot of games that I want to do, and some of them it kind of need the touchscreen, like Wizard of Oz. That game completely controls with the touchscreen, sadly. Anyways, I didn't want to figure that out. I figured this would be a nice thing of one of the games I talked about wanting to play for the channel. And I may be doing a bit more modern games here and there. Honestly, the next batch of games are probably going to be a bit more modern. Because the channel's not supposed to be retro, it's supposed to be my backlog. And I've got a lot of Switch games. It's a great handheld system. For those of you unaware, the Outbound Ghost is a game that you can only own physically, which sounds odd nowadays. And that is due to a bit of drama between the developer and I believe the publishers. And that is still ongoing. And we don't know how that's going to work out. So if you do look at this game and you think, oh, I'd like to play it, it is fairly cheap physically right now. And I would suggest grabbing it because if this whole legal issue between the person who made the game and the people he's fighting, I believe, I looked into it, he's fully justified in what he's doing. He kind of got screwed over. It's been a while since I've looked it up, though. I would suggest picking up a physical copy now. They may go up in price. Don't know if they will, but they may if this gets drawn out anymore. This game used to be available digitally on like every platform, basically, and it's not. So yeah, we're doing a Switch version of this game, and should be fun. From what I've seen, it plays fairly similarly to Paper Mario, at least the first two Paper Marios. And I believe the remake of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door just released, so I guess this will scratch my itch for that. Yeah. Oh, extremely difficult. I'm fine with normal. Ooh. Oh. This is like really nice, actually. Like, obviously, I'm not going to check any of these simply because this is like customization options to make it more fun the second playthrough, or if you really know this game. It seems the person who made this game really wanted the people playing it to have a lot of control with it. Just checking the settings in the title screen, like the fact that you could control how much EXP and how much damage you were doing and the enemies were doing. This dude really gave his players a lot of control. Like, I don't know what figments or apparitions or any of that stuff is until I start playing the game, but I'm going to assume, if we're relating this to Paper Mario, maybe like badges or abilities, those being randomized throughout the entire game would be a lot of fun. But like I said, I'm not going to click any of these. Gonna have a bit more of a vanilla experience, because, you know, vanilla's not a bad flavor. I think I said in the Bard's Tale that vanilla was beaver urine. Turns out it can be used as beaver urine can be used as a vanilla flavoring. It's usually not, because it's usually used for perfume instead. So like I was wrong while also kind of being correct. Like my SO watched that episode, we went down a rabbit hole of like, okay, but like I swear I heard it, and it's like it's a weird myth kind of based in reality, because it can be used for that. It's just usually too expensive to be used for that. Oh, interesting stuff. Anyways, let's start this adventure. It's been way too long in this recording already for us not to start actual gameplay. But you know me, anytime we start one of these games, I just have a little preamble at the start.
Outbound was always kind of a nice place to live. The folks there kept themselves to themselves. An argument here and there, sure. That was until they all started to get sick. That cursed swamp poisoned our water, and Outbound was nearly wiped off the map because of it. Then there were only a handful left. Some who needed help crossing over. And somebody was going to do it for them.
I think I should state, because of the legal issues that this game has been facing, it was released in kind of not the best state. So if we have any hiccups gameplay-wise or whatever, I've tried updating it to the most up-to-date version on my system, but there may still be hiccups, like looking at those bushes, do that or whatever. Anyone watching this, give it a bit of a leeway, I guess you could say. Once more, it's not the creator that wanted it to end up like this. There are some other stuff kind of preventing this game from being as great as it could be, from what I've heard. Anyways, I guess we're a little ghost dude. And I'm assuming that car crash is why we're a little ghost dude. Oh, that's a little dash? Okay. That's nice. Oh. Press B to dash. Okay. Ooh. Ah, yeah. Dragon Quest treatment. Every well is a place to find some wonderful goodies. What do we got going on? Ooh. Aspect gem, a special gem that can be forged into an aspect of self. That sounds a bit too Dark Soulsy for me, man. Honestly, that was some like really nice little jamming going down there. What's this? Glade map. A map of the Glade of Dawn unlocks fast travel for this area. Hey, I can dig it. Ooh. Okay. Seems when we go through bushes, it's just gonna like kind of enter like a stealthy mode thing going on. I can dig it. Yeah, I can dig it. Why stairs here though? That is the question. Yeah. Game design, whatever. I gotta say, the soundtrack already is pretty chill. I can dig it. I like it. Okay, yeah, bushes hide you from enemies. Okay. Can I open this? Oh, lockpick. Uses 2 lockpicks and it's got a little mini game for it. Have any of you guys, well, I suppose a lot of guys possibly listening to this have, played Oblivion. Oh no. I suppose I should get into a battle. Y'all know the, Oblivion lockpicking minigame. And I know it gets a lot of hate. It seems loading times are going to be pretty bad on the system. Oh, well, maybe I'll start cutting it out. Oh, look at you. Little Terabazu mofo. I suppose I should have been reading that out loud. Anyways, this dude so far is like, oh no, an apparition. And he's like, oh wait, you can see me? Great, first time in a while. And he's all like, I'll tell you how to handle this apparition. And I guess that's gonna be the text box for this. And then, don't worry, you won't have to jump into the fray yourself. I'll handle everything with my breathtaking skill. Firstly, you'll have to learn how to tell me what to do. Click on attack to make me pound that good for nothing. Weren't you afraid of this dude? Okay. Perfect. Now select the pipsqueak. You're natural, kiddo. Now here comes the hard part. You've got to time the attack. I know. Revolutionary. The trick is to press the button when the pointer is in the center of the bar. Got it? Cool. Now give it a try, kid. Okay. It wants you to hit the center first try as opposed to bouncing back. Anyways, that was amazing. Now, the deadbeat's gonna attack us. Unfortunately, we can't do anything right now, so we'll have to take the hit. Which is probably letting us know we can do stuff later. Okay. Ow, that hurt. Well, now's a good time to teach you about Ether Up. We can use the command to take half damage from all hits. On top of that, the user gets AP, which stands for Aether Points. You get one of these every turn by default, but you can get extra like this. What do AP do? Well, they allow us to attack. For example, if you have 2 AP, you can attack 2 times in 1 turn. Let's try to use Aether Up to take less damage and store AP. That seems kind of similar to the Bravely default system of stacking turns, basically. See, that only hurt half as much. And what's great is that now we have 2 AP. Let's try to use one of our AP to attack the nuisance. Amazing. What a genius. You're a very fast learner, so I'm sure you've noticed this, but whenever you attack an apparition, not only does their HP go down, their stun also just decreases. The stun is shown in the yellow bar under the HP bar and it replenishes every turn a bit. If you manage to fill it up though, the apparition will become stunned and be unable to move for 2 turns. On top of that, your attacks will deal double damage. The more damage you deal an apparition, the more their stun gauge will increase. So let's use a skill to make sure you'll stun that squirt. I know I'm using a voice that doesn't seem fitting for the dude, but like, the stuff he's talking about seems like very full of himself and bravado, even though he looks kind of like scared and pipsqueaky. Oh well, skill. Deal a medium amount of damage to the target. Swift hit. Oh, I would have preferred if there was a way to increase the text size for this. At least for the skills in the UI menu right there. That's hard for me to read from where I'm sitting. Anyways, awesome. Let's hit the squirt. Careful though, this skill's timing is tricky. Oh yeah, that's unique. Now that deadbeat is stunned, they're open to major damage. That's all you gotta know, so I'll leave you for now. If you want to check some of this information again, open the help sub-menu once the battle is over. Good luck. It looks like we can increase the speed of everything. Okay. New skill, minor defense. I got a lockpick, even though it's just lockpicks or forks. The smoke bomb. Okay. Some decent jabs to this game. It's a decent end battle screen jam. I can dig it. Yeah, loading screens seem pretty bad by the looks of it. I may have to start cutting those out. What's I going to say? Oh yeah, the lockpicking minigame in oh. Apple. Fresh fruit. Huh. Sit. Well, isn't this pleasant? Okay. Enough pleasantries. I'm here to, I don't know, be a ghost. What's over here? Looks like that goes to the next area. I wonder if we're actually supposed to get up on the ledge from a different spot. Or maybe not. Yeah, Oblivion's lockpicking minigame gets a lot of crap, I want to say. Mainly because people never learn it. It's it, like many other RPG things, is kind of something that honestly becomes easier the higher your level in it is. And that's the part of it that most people don't bother with. Gray gem. A gray gemstone used to craft aspects with healing properties. Oh, what do we got? Another lockpick? Okay. I'm going to assume something, and I may be reaching a bit, but once more, as I led with us, the game's not in a perfect state for various reasons. I'm going to assume I'm not supposed to be able to do that. I'm assuming that's meant to be an actual wall that I cannot climb, considering we got 2 lockpicks. Smoke bomb, a tool used to escape in a pinch. And so I'm assuming this was meant to be a tutorial for exploration, battles, and then now lockpicking. And yeah, I guess I'll try to lockpick. Like, I know I only have 2 of these, but certainly I could probably buy more later, possibly. I don't think I'm gonna be out of lockpicks at some point in the game and just be like, oh crap, man. How does this work? Okay. It's just one of those puzzles where you basically move the vehicles to the end point, and they can only move in certain directions. It's simple. It's nice. It's not bad. I can dig it. As I was saying, like, Oblivion's lockpicking minigame gets obscenely easier as you have skill levels in it. Oh, look at them. They're cute. I'll never get used to this. Sigh. Yep. Whine. Whoa, what's that? It looks like a freak of nature. Hey Michael, don't be so mean. It's just a passerby. Ghosts may look scary, but you are one too now. This is different. We've never seen this one around before. This is extremely sketchy. Wait a second. That's it. This must be the killer. Michael. Don't Michael me. We've got to hatch a plan. This serial killer is not going to catch itself. Let's go. Hey, I don't know who you are, but I'm so sorry. That was Michael, my brother. Let's just say he hasn't been handling the whole death thing too well. He's been obsessed with trying to find a serial killer. Specifically, it's the one who killed our whole village. I can't blame him for that. I mean, if an entire town was killed off and they all became ghosts, I feel like they'd be kind of obsessed with finding the person who killed them. Gosh, this dude's got skill if he took down an entire village. And as you can see, yeah, he's still working on it. Hopefully I'll soon be able to talk some sense into him. Anyways, it was nice meeting you. See ya! Well, let's see here. Surprise enemies to get turn advantage. Ooh. Is there anything behind this? Nah. And, can't read that gravestone. Yes, some decent gems. Alright. Now I need to come to the, choice about whether or not I'm going to start skipping battles, basically. As it is a turn-based RPG. I guess it ultimately depends if I'm talking about anything important. Oh, well. Yeah, this music just weirdly jam central for me, man. I like how when you're, ooh, an apple and a bunch of lockpicks. When you're in the bushes hiding, it's got like almost that underwater sound effect to it. Honestly, I ran away from that battle because like I was so close to dying, and it's like I wanted to use an item to heal up, and it's like, nope, you can't use items in battle, apparently. I thought these apples may be the healing item of the game, basically. And it's like, nah, I can't use items in battle. Ah, well. Yeah, that inability to heal in battle is kind of an ish, if I'm gonna be honest. Kind of an issue. What we got over here? Oh, it's another ghost girl. Chris, my previous life was all hustle and bustle. Dying was the blessing in disguise I needed. If it works for you, girl, it works for you, I guess. I mean, everyone's allowed to have their own version of eternity that they want to visit, I guess. At least the long loading screens just let me kind of jam out for a sec. 'Cause, yeah, it's actually really nice. Ooh. Now, Here's the question, considering I'm all the way over here. Do these enemies respawn? Because, respawning enemies kind of change how a lot of RPGs tend to work. And that's simply because of the grind, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of bump and grind. Something I don't mind. I guess I got the time. Whatever works. Seems like they actually do not respawn. And that's honestly a bit upsetting, but like I don't know if it's gonna be much of an issue. Heck, maybe it will be in the future, who knows? Maybe me not killing the 4 enemies that were around here and running away was actually the worst thing I can do, and I'm not gonna know until I'm at the end of the game. Anyways. Whoa! There aren't usually many new people around here, but you've arrived at the perfect time. You see that campfire? But yeah. I've been setting these up all over to help weary travelers, and they're quite the hit. You could use them to collect your thoughts. I've heard some people calling it saving. So you can call it that too if you want. Oh, also, you see this anvil? It's pretty nice, right? You can use it to make some pretty awesome stuff. I heard some travelers have forged emotional trinkets to keep them sane. It's not always easy to keep your head in the game, especially since we're dead now, yeah? Ah, well, I guess that's how things are now, huh? Well, it was nice talking to you, but I've got to get to work. Before I go, let me give you this, though. The first of these is an aspect gem. You'll need it to forge basically anything. I've also given you a recipe book so that you can follow it to make stuff. But these campfires aren't going to set themselves up, you know. Hope you make good use of the saving and forging. Bye, bromigo. Honestly, the Dark Souls analogy is becoming a bit more valid. Let's see here. Increases power by 7%. Increases defense by 10%. Increases healing. Covers 1 HP and 1 SP at the start of every turn. Equip up to 3 aspects per figment in the figments menu. Okay. Okay. Use materials in 1 aspect gem to forge a reconstruction 1. Yeah, I don't have any pink gems. Unless this is what it is. Choose a recipe set. Risk and reward. A strange book that allows you to forge powerful aspects with drawbacks. Gauge Manual 1. A strange book that allows you to forge aspects the effect via timing gauge. Honestly, the gauge would be like really smart in the long run, but I'm curious. What's the risk and reward? Basic attacks deal 25% more damage, but all other skills deal 50% less. Flexible swinger. Skills deal 10% more damage, but basic attacks deal 50% less. Increase power and SP by 10%, but decrease HP by 10%. Let's see gauge 1. Anti-meter. Skips the meter prompt on relevant skills, but forgoes the benefits of good timing. Eagle Eye. Missing the timing on attacks results in lower damage rather than a miss. That's pretty good. Unspooky Gauge. The user now misses if they don't get a perfect timing in the timing gouge, but power is increased by 25%. That seems a lot more like risk and reward, to be honest. That unspooky one. You know, honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the, yeah, I'm gonna go with the gauge one. Strange book. Oh. Let's see here. Honestly, I don't have any, those respites or anything, so I'm gonna, I guess, just craft this one. I'm curious if I had beaten those other dudes, if I'd have more crafting materials, but it is what it is. And I guess these dudes are the little figments or whatever. Oh, gave me power hanger one? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go with that. To be stronger. But seems like it's been an episode, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. You know the drill by now. Ciao.